Hello friends, welcome back to another educative health content onto your weekly health update. So today we'll be talking about the fourth important salt in the body, which is magnesium. So today you all know that magnesium is very important for your muscle health. Not just muscle health, if you dive deeper into your body, magnesium has somewhere around 300 coenzymes factors. That is, it is important for functionality of 300 better other enzymes, ranging from somewhere as simple as glucose metabolism to as complex as synthesizing RNAs and DNAs. So there are a lot of functionality when it comes to magnesium as such. When you talk about magnesium, obviously, when you know this is the amount of activity which the magnesium is doing in your body, so you look at the source of the food. That is, you look at the source of magnesium. So when you look at magnesium, there's a lot of good news coming here. One thing is you don't need any additional supplement of magnesium, though there is something called as Epsom salt, which we'll probably discuss later. So magnesium as such, you don't need because it is there in fresh fruits, it is there in fresh vegetables, it is there in other nuts and all the other chewable elements. Along with that, interestingly, the natural sources of water, that is the lakes, that is the wells, rivers, do contain magnesium, which is bioavailable for the body and can utilize it. So as you see across the spectrum of the ages, starting from the 6 months to your above 40, 50 years, the magnesium is going on an increasing threshold. That means that for every activity which is there in your body, you need amount of magnesium. So today we know that magnesiums are needed to increase your peristaltic movement, which is used as laxatives. But interestingly, we can see that to treat majority of the diseases like that of diabetes, headache, muscle cramps, and your distress during PMS, you need magnesium salts to make sure that you come out of it very easily. And also, you can see that, especially when you are administering tetracyclines doses of antibiotics or tetracycline families of antibiotics, you need magnesium for better action of these medicines. So that is the reason why you need to have this magnesium in a abundantly found in body. Why I'm focusing on these things is because when we talk about Epsom salt, it becomes more important for you to understand what exactly happens when we say that you have reduced magnesium in your body. So having said that, whenever you have, when can the probabilities of you having a lower magnesium? Very rarely and occurring because of pregnancy, because of let's say body is not able to retain the amount of magnesium that has to be retained, and because of some kind of gastrointestinal diseases, you can see there's a reduced in magnesium salts as such. That can lead to something called as hypokalemia or hypokalemia or calcemia. So kalemia is something which is called as potassium reduction in the body and also calcium reduction in the body. So this can lead to numbness and cramps. So basically it is because of some others problem with a body part, you basically see these kind of symptoms. At the same time, too much of consumption of magnesium salt can lead to hyperthyroidism, can lead to hypotension, can lead to headache and also neurological impairments. And this can be naturally found, that is, increased magnesium can be found even in kidney failures. So where exactly magnesium is doing its job? So basically, when we naturally take the food in, the first thing is it gets absorbed in the intestine, and then it is somewhere around 260, let's say hypothetically 360 mgs of magnesium was utilized or given to the body, of which 120 has been absorbed and the remaining 260 has been excreted out. So this absorption of 120 can be seen across the blood. So every day the kidney filters the remaining amount of magnesium in the body, like somewhere around roughly 2400 mgs of magnesium is actually filtered in the body, of which 2300 is basically reabsorbed, and the muscles get this amount of a chunk, somewhere close to 6600 mg of magnesium is stored in the muscle. This is what we are talking about at the end of the day, because as you know, the magnesium has a varied ranges of movement and various ranges of its functionality. Sometimes whatever we eat, sometimes whatever is a problem with the body, they leak out the additional amount of magnesium. So the first thing which happens is this muscle mass is reduced, or the muscle absorption or the muscle retention of magnesium is reduced. So from somewhere close to 6,600, it drops drastically to 5,000. So if it drops to 5,000, it has to maintain the same 2,400 in the blood. So daily, at least 100 mgs of the magnesium has to be rotated in the blood so that the muscles can take up 6,000. So because body knows what is important for itself. As you know, DNA synthesis is very important. Protein synthesis is very important. Maintaining glucose is very important. So that is the reason why the amount of magnesium which you get in the body, 90% of them, though it is restored in other parts of the body, it fails to restore it in the muscles. So that is the reason why you have cramps and aches. So majority of the cramps and aches can be treated externally through local application of this magnesium salt on your skin levels. So there are researchers which says that if you take magnesium in bathing components like that of magnesium scrub or Epsom salt bath, that improves your muscles activity. There is a significant improve in your pain threshold, and also there is a better recovery because of these pains. So especially people who are active athletes, if they start getting onto these kind of an Epsom salt bath, then their time of recovery and the way they get into the exercise regime is much more faster. Along with that, if you are having a lot of stressful functionality or throughout the day or throughout the week, if you had too much of stress, taking a shower and making sure that you use magnesium as a scrub can make sure that the neurotransmitters are developing in the body. That again leads to something called as emotionally stabilizing your system. So also internal consumption of magnesium can also drop down the amount of colicky pain in your system. Colicky pain is the pain that you get of your abdomen because of wrong food habits. You have a sort of catch in your abdomen that can also be reduced if you consume amount of magnesium salt, not directly though, but mixing it with water and anything else. So prescribe accordingly. You need to understand how exactly it works, and you need to diagnose whether it is really an important for you to congest or ingest magnesium. But yes, magnesium salt do have a lot of impact if you taken internally also. So if it doesn't, then obviously what happens is you have end up in loose motions and diarrhea. So that is the reason why magnesium salt is very important for you to have in your day-to-day activity. So externals use of salt in the external way is actually better than internal consumption, because bioavailability of internal salt is always there through your foods and water. So you need not have a specific internal way of having your magnesium salt, but definitely external way of magnesium usage is always going to help your muscles and your bones regenerate and have in better shape. So this is all for today about magnesium. So we'll be covering more such salts and also other micro elements and nutrients in the coming videos. So stay tuned for this kind of a content. I hope you like this video on magnesium. Share this among your friends, subscribe to the channel, a like to this video will give me an encouragement to make more such videos. If you have any doubts, you can obviously write down in the comment section. Any personal mails, you can drop it down to dradityahande@gmail.com. So make sure you stay healthy, stay fit. See you soon in the next video. Thank you.